What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, and let me know what you're thinking. And most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. Now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but I'm currently sitting at 989 subscribers. That's right, ugly ass niggas. That means I only need 11 more. Come on, 11. Share it with your ugly ass friends, ugly ass family members, ugly ass relatives, ugly ass enemies. I don't care who you say it to. I need 11. But anyways, on today's video, we will be covering, will Tariq remain loyal to Brayden? Now, what prompted this video is that I was currently, rewatching book 2, because whenever a new season is getting ready to come back out, I always rewatch all the seasons, and kind of refresh my memory. And also, obviously, it helps me release great content to you guys. So as I was looking at it, I not too long ago, I just watched the season finale of season 2. And if you can remember, during the court scene, Brayden, he really held it down for Tariq. Like how he just told, it was set up perfectly so that he could execute it. He was given immunity, and so he just put all the campus drug dealing on himself, and also had the paperwork to prove that he was the one over the app, because Tariq had to get it put in someone else's name, and Brayden was the one. So it was set up perfectly so that he could save Tariq. So that brings me to the question: will Tariq remain loyal? So, without further ado, let me go ahead and just get into the video. Will Tariq remain loyal to Brayden? And the reason why I'm prompted to also do this video is because in the description, the synopsis of the new season, it tells you that Brayden is going to start diving into a new, like he's going to start some kind of new habit or something like that, that's going to start to, be an issue for Tariq or something like that. And then it makes him, rethink things, whether or not there's room for 2 at the top, right? So that's pretty much telling us that there's a possibility that maybe, Tariq may be thinking about taking Brayden out. Now, so far with, the trailer that they gave us, it didn't show anything that looked like there was some kind of bad blood between Tariq and Brayden. It honestly looked like they were, side by side pretty much on all of it. So it's like they were working together as a team. But, the synopsis did say that. So will he remain loyal? So let's go and look at, all of the things that has happened thus far. Like I just explained, Brayden held it down for him in court. But let's keep it real. Tariq also held it down for Brayden, because there was plenty of, predicaments that Brayden had gotten into that, Tariq got him out of. Like, for instance, when he's supposed to kill that Russian guy for Kane, and Tariq stepped in and, did it himself, because he knew that Brayden couldn't do it, and there was a possibility that those Russians were going to light Brayden up. So, they both have had their share of, of Captain Save-A-Ho for each other, you feel me? Similar to how Ghost and Tommy were. So, if you really think about it, and let's go to, how I am when it comes to this type of stuff. I love to do the comparison to what we have already seen, because power tends to, do very similar things. So Ghost and Tommy is the most irrelevant experience that we've seen so far to be able to compare it to. And in the end, Tommy slightly was gonna turn on Ghost because Tommy is a very emotional guy, so sometimes he just thinks with his head and thinks with his emotions, and not really use logic. So, and in a way, you can kind of say that, maybe Brayden is cut from the same cloth. So, but at the end, Ghost still remained loyal to Tommy. He, because think about it, even after, to be honest with you, Ghost was so loyal to Tommy that literally nobody came before him except, his kids. I would say, and maybe Tasha at the time. It was only a couple of people that I feel like was off limits for Ghost to kill, right? And those people were obviously his kids, Tasha, and Tommy. Now, I know a lot of y'all glad nigga might be saying, but he shot at Tommy and tried to kill him at the end of the season. Where at the beginning of season 6. I get that they glad nigga, but let's be real. He didn't want to kill Tommy. Like, he was so much against that. Even after he killed Angela, he still didn't want to kill Tommy. Angela is not the reason why he attempted to kill Tommy. He attempted to kill Tommy because he felt like Tommy was going to kill him. And he was like, well, if that's the case, he already done shot at me once. I can't get that nigga another chance. So it's either him or me. I got to take him out. How do we know this? Well, go back. Remember when he was talking to Tasha in the office and he was saying this Tommy and me thing ain't going to go anywhere. He was asking Tasha to talk to Tommy to try to dead the beef because he didn't want to have to get that far. But after Tasha refused, that's when he made his decision. So, getting me back to Tariq and Brayden. What is this new, I'm trying to remember what was the word I didn't look at the synopsis again, so excuse me for that, but I don't remember the exact word that they used, but I know it's some kind of new, it's going to be some kind of new hobby or something that Brayden is going to get into that's going to start to be an issue. And what do you guys believe it is? In my opinion, I think it's a couple of things that I think it's between 3 things. I think it's either he's going to become obsessed with women, like he's going to be always going out, doing things, smashing a lot of girls and stuff to the point that it takes his focus off business. Or he could, he did catch his first couple bodies. He killed his uncle, Lucas. And honestly, I think as of now, that's still his only body. Because he shot at Kane and them up in the warehouse, but he didn't kill anyone, to my knowledge. So his uncle Lucas is his only body thus far. However, he didn't shoot his uncle Lucas. He just basically pushed him off a cliff. So perhaps maybe, this season he's gonna actually shoot someone and kill them. And it's already been said and proven that Brayden is a adrenaline junkie. So with him having that adrenaline pumping off his first real kill, like he's actually shooting or maybe stabbing someone, will he become like a serial killer? Like, will he just start murking people, becoming the next Hood Michael Myers or some shit like Ronnie did? Or maybe he becomes like Tommy and just becomes, outright killer. Maybe that's what he ends up becoming that becomes an issue. Because, that's what Tommy and Ghost kind of struggle with. Ghost struggle with Tommy. Tommy not thinking and just, going off emotions and just murking people without thinking. So maybe Brayden will share that same trait, or the last one, which I think is probably the highest probability, he starts using his own product. So maybe, which Tommy also was dabbling in. So think about that. Maybe he'll start, sniffing coke. Because if you can remember, his brother Trace and his uncle Lucas and also other workers at Western Holdings, all of them did coke, but Brayden was turning it down. But perhaps after Brayden loses someone very close to him, he starts to really heavily use drugs. And I'll go ahead and give y'all a little bit of a teaser, because I'm going to do a video about that later, probably later tomorrow. After Trace is killed, he will start to really start getting heavy on drugs. Maybe that's what ends up happening. But getting me to the finishing point, whether or not I think Tariq will remain loyal to Brayden, or will he take him out? So, in my opinion, I think they just put that in the synopsis to throw us off, but I think ultimately Tariq will, think it over and be like, at the end of the day, Brayden is the only one outside of my mom and, my immediate family who has never betrayed me. Because, the Lauren thing, he didn't really betray her. He didn't betray him. He didn't tell him about, and technically he didn't know exactly what happened. He just didn't tell him that, Effie knocked her out and took her away. But I wouldn't necessarily say he betrayed him for that, because he was kind of put in an impossible situation. Because think about it. If he would have told Tariq, then it could have caused another major conflict between Tariq, Effie, Kane, and opposed to maybe just hoping he never found out about it and everything would have been cool. But in my opinion, for the most part, Brayden has been loyal to Tariq. So I think he will, look at that, and ultimately he will, remain loyal to him. I think they just put that in the synopsis to kind of throw us off and make us think that he may kill him. Now, whether or not Brayden will survive this season or not, that's still in the air for me. But in my opinion, I do think he will remain loyal to Brayden. But y'all let me know in the comments, what do y'all think? Do you think there's a possibility that Tariq may take him out because he wants to maybe he'll take him out because he wants to be the number one by himself in the drug game? Or maybe it's possible that he decides he wants to get out of the drug game, and the only way he can completely be free of it is to eliminate everyone that knows who he is as far as that image. Kind of like what Ghost did at the end of season 2 of the original Power. He eliminated everyone except Tommy. So y'all let me know in the comments, glad niggas. What do y'all think? Will Tariq remain loyal to Brayden? But that's all I got for y'all for now. So like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, and let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. Until the next video, I'm out.